How's it going, boys? I'm here to answer all the questions that I got from the Q&A. And honestly, I thought you guys were going to ask a lot more questions. I thought you guys were going to ask a lot more personal questions, stuff like that. But, I mean, if you didn't get to ask a question, you can next time. We just got to get to the next time we do a Q&A. So anyway, with that being said, let's get right to the first question. And who do I think is going to win the Stanley Cup, the World Series, and the Super Bowl? I'll start off that by saying Stanley Cup. Well, now that the Ducks are out, I thought they were going to make it to the Stanley Cup finals. But the other team that I had in there, the Washington Capitals, I still think they're going to win the Stanley Cup. So that's just my prediction. You can have any other thoughts that you want about that. I've always liked Ovi as a player. And so, yeah, I hope he really wins the Stanley Cup, and I think this is the year if he's going to do it. The World Series. Something's really interesting about this one, because a couple years ago, I said that the Houston Astros would win the World Series this year, based on all the players that they were getting, their prospects were getting better, and all that good stuff. So I'm sticking with that prediction. I'm going to go ahead and say the Houston Astros will win the World Series. And the Super Bowl, I don't really have too much invested in this, so I'm just going to go ahead and say Carolina Panthers. Who knows? They were really good last year. Another team that I think is going to have a good chance is the Dallas Cowboys. I think a full year healthy Tony Romo, he'll help them get a few more wins. And then they just drafted, oh my God, Ezekiel Elliott, I believe. And with that offensive line, man, they're going to be good. So look for Ezekiel Elliott to tear it up on the field. And then Tony Romo, he'll help out just a little bit. Who's my most hated Red Wings player is the next question. Most hated Red Wings player? Right now I'd have to say Eriksson. Of all time, maybe Sean Avery. If you didn't know, Sean Avery did play on the team 2002, I believe. He's on that Stanley Cup winning team. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of Sean Avery. I mean, I can respect it when you drop the gloves and fight, although he was a bit of a rat. That's just what I think. But yeah, I'd have to go with Sean Avery. And my least favorite player of all time, no matter what team, Lucic, definitely. By far. Hate Lucic. Where do I live? I live in Michigan. I'm a huge Red Wings fan. I kind of thought that I'd give it away, but I live in Michigan, USA. Will I ever do a face reveal? Yeah, I don't know about that one. I mean, I don't know if I'll ever do that. I don't know. I've never really given it too much thought. The next question. What is my favorite part about YouTube? Honestly, it's talking to you guys. When I do my GM modes, which is honestly my favorite thing, just being able to talk to you guys, you get the different perspectives. It's kind of like doing one with a buddy of yours. And I absolutely love doing GM modes. I get feedback from you guys, can talk to you guys. And honestly, I think that makes it a lot more entertaining. It really does. Next question. Do you think that YouTube, you will do it long enough that it will be your job? No, I've said this before. It's a hobby. It really is. I don't want it to feel like a job. That's why I post when I can. I don't try and make time, even though I have been trying to make time through school, work, being with friends, stuff like that. I still try and make time for it, but it's not a priority, if that makes sense. Like I said, I don't want it to feel like a job. It's a hobby. That's what it is. And I love doing it, and I'll continue to do it as long as I love doing it. So, yeah. Alright, and the last question, which, honestly, I didn't get that many questions, so next time, guys, you gotta ask me some more. I might even do a part 2 to this, just because there weren't that many questions asked. Anyway, with Datsyuk and Zetterberg gone, do you still think Detroit can make the playoffs next year? Well, Datsyuk might not be gone. He said he hasn't made up his mind, and Zetterberg's still on the roster. So, yes, I think they'll make the playoffs next year, but something has to happen with Tatar and Nyquist. They both had kind of down years, although they finished the year off pretty well. At least I'd say so myself. Sheahan had a good end of the year. Athanasiou produced pretty well for us. He was a fantastic player in limited minutes. I think some time definitely needs to be given to him, maybe as a second line center. I think the Wings have a really good team. I know they can make the playoffs next year. They just got to play with the talent that we all know and have seen in the past. They can't have down years. If they have down years, the Detroit Red Wings will be a bubble team. And I mean that as though it'll come down to the last day, just like it did this year. Because we didn't have guys playing at their full potentials. And honestly, I think a big trade needs to happen. I'd love to see Ken Holland jump on the phones and try and get somebody that's proven in the league instead of trying to develop everybody from Grand Rapids. I love the homegrown feel of the team, but you gotta get somebody else in there. So yeah, that's what I think about the Red Wings next year. And that is all for the Q&A. Like I said, not too many questions asked, but the reason why I did this was 250 subscribers, and I cannot thank you guys enough. You guys are really amazing. Honestly, right now, I think I'm almost at 260. I'm just gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep doing what I do. I'm gonna keep making videos. I'm gonna keep making content that you guys like. So if there's anything you guys want to see, just let me know. I'll do it. Should have GM modes coming out tonight. Road to the Show and my GM. I will be coming back with that now that I am done with finals, I should say. I'm done with school for several months, so I should kind of get back to my normal schedule where I was putting out like almost 4 videos a day. It'll take a little bit of time for me to do, but like I said, I should be getting back to that. Just take a couple hours out of my morning. I knock it out real quick. But like I said, I should be getting back to what I was doing normally. And with that being said, thank you guys so much. I honestly wouldn't be doing this if you guys weren't so amazing. I love talking to you guys, like I said. And you guys really make this worth it. And I can't thank you enough for that. So thank you. And I'll see you next time.